Today I'm going to be showing you the two best builds for Amanda. So if you're playing Amanda, you're playing her mostly for ammo for days. There's two ways you can play her. You can play her with the revolver or single shot weapons. I'm going to be showing you the revolver because it's more built for her character. With ammo for days, you can easily fire off 6 to 8 shots, take out a crowd, do massive damage on a boss, especially if you're landing those headshots. Amanda, you should be landing headshots because the revolver does okay damage, but when you land those headshots, it does really good damage. You got 6 shots. Ammo is plentiful. Handgun ammo is the most plentiful in the game. If you time your ammo for days where you need to shoot like 6 to 8 times, or you got a boss that just spawned in, you're not going to really have a problem. Many games you might not even have to ask your teammates once for ammo with this build. So this build right here is actually really good for people that like to shoot and also know the struggle of having ammo playing as a hunter. These two perks are absolutely crap, and accuracy counts is okay with the revolver. It's not that great with the single shot weapons. So this is the revolver build, and then I'll show you how to swap it into the single shot. We're going to be taking the increased range. The revolver starts with like 30 something in the range, so we're going into like nearly 50 feet, which is pretty significant. We're going to be taking more damage, headshot damage, a little bit of recoil because we have to do it anyway to get to the headshot damage, and a little bit of stopping power. But we're not breaking anybody's balance. We're going to kill them before we break their balance landing headshots. Now, if you're landing 50% headshots versus your kills, so if you're killing 80 and you landed at least 40 headshots, that's about where you should be playing Amanda with the revolver. If you're not putting up those numbers, you might want to go with the one-shot build, which I'll show you in a moment. This is a build for people that can land headshots. So we're going to be starting with Stamina and Artful Dodger. This gives us the ability to dodge 3 times at the start of the game, and after we put our perks into Stamina, which is not what you'll start with, I'll get to that in a moment. But once we do have our 5 in Stamina, we'll be able to dodge 6 times. This is very important late game when it gets hectic. We're also going to be taking this because we need to, but also that 10% reduction is nice because we pick up a ton of ammo. We don't know what weapon we're going to get. We might have to pick up a shotgun. We might have to pick up a saw gun until we get a good revolver. We might get a legendary or epic one-shot weapon, and we might just be like, fuck it, I'm going to use this instead. I got the ammo for that. I'm going to rock this. And that is perfectly fine with this build, even without the last chance. If you have a high rarity one-shot weapon, you can use it. That is fine. So we're also going to be taking Deadly from a distance because we already have the range on the revolver. We can hit full damage at 1.5, this damage threshold. And then when we're at that threshold, we get another 15% damage. And strategically, when we go up to elites and bosses, and while they're distracted on somebody else, or while we're getting pressed and we evade back and we pop the dude in the head real quick and evade back again, that 25% damage buff is massive. So this is a straight up revolver build. This is the weapon you want to go for. I'm going to show you the other build in 1 second. Regardless of the build, you are going to be putting your first 5 points into range damage and then your next 5 points into stamina. Then you can go health, fear, whatever, but ranged first, stamina second. So if you want to convert this build into the one-shot weapon, all you have to do is remove 3 from long shot and put it over here, and remove 1 from deadly with a distance and put it over here. That will make your one-shot weapons massive damage, and you could also run that build and take a revolver. You're just going to have a little bit less range and a little bit less damage, so you could do that build and go for the revolver or the one-shot. Revolvers are pretty common in the game. You're going to get at least a common and fairly likely to get at least a rare or better in the game. So this build is completely playable, and then if you do happen to get the epic or legendary one-shot weapon, you can completely take that as well. And it's not going to make a difference because you're going to be doing so much damage for the upgraded rarity that you could use that. You only get about 3 shots for if you spam it real quick, and like you can't even aim. You gotta just spam it at one target, or just move your cursor slightly. You can maybe get off 4 shots with ammo for days. I think it's four or maybe 5 shots if you spam it. I forget which. But anyway, those are the two best builds for Amanda. Personally, I like playing her with the revolver because with her ammo for days, I almost never have to ask for ammo. And if it gets really hectic, I only have to ask for ammo once. And most likely, your teammates aren't picking up too much ammo for you, handgun ammo late game anyway. So they're not going to have ammo to drop twice. So this is a really nice build for Amanda. I put up so many games already, 40,000, one at 80,000, couple at 60,000 testing this build out. And it's pretty fun to play. I hope that helps.